Hey y'all, good morning. Wow. Listen, I'm getting messages on a consistent basis, and it's funny because I'll get them and it's like a new light bulb bing just pops in my head. So today I wanted to talk to you all about pretty much me realizing that I need to stop the pity party. Okay? Because like I stay positive for the most part, right? I do. I stay positive. And because I want to be positive, it feels good. It feels good to be on a higher level, higher vibration. Feels real good. But every once in a while, these thoughts go through my mind like, man, why am I struggling? Why am I still in the struggle? Why haven't I leveled up yet? Why people ain't supporting? Whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, anyways, it's like, girl, stop it right now, because one thing is for sure, one thing is for certain. Okay, we all have choices, right? We all have choices in this life. Yes, we do. If you try to act like you don't have a choice, that's a damn lie. It's a I don't care if you are saying, if your mama, daddy, whoever is telling you, if, as an adult, a grown adult, you're not depending on anyone. If you still think that you have to go with someone else's decision on anything and it doesn't feel right within your soul, your spirit, that's your fault. I'm so serious. But like, I mean, even like, and I'm saying this because of course we've all made decisions that we shouldn't have made. We knew it wasn't right. You know the difference when you say yes to something, you agree to something, and it just feels right. You just know it's going to be good, right? And the difference of when you say yes to something and then it's just, your gut, something ain't all the way there. You know the difference. Don't try to act like you don't, because you know you do, right? So, with that being said, yes, I made some choices in life that I know damn well I shouldn't have. I either shouldn't have said yes, I shouldn't have stayed, I shouldn't have went, I shouldn't have whatever. But I know I should have said no. That's what I should have said. Nah, I'm good. You know, that's where I'm at right now. If it doesn't feel right, like if I have to contemplate about it, teeter on it, I'm gonna just go with no. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just go with no. But like seriously, because what I'm not gonna do is keep making decisions off of how someone else is gonna feel. I'm gonna go off of how I feel first about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go off of how I feel. And because I realize when I try to satisfy other people, it has built up into something where, I've made it more of a struggle for myself. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. Um, and it was foolishness. That's the thing. It was foolishness. Let me tell y'all this one time, right? And this is like a perfect example. Perfect. So I was my lease had ended at an apartment, and I made a decision. I was dating this guy, and I made a decision to live with him. I've never lived with a man, like as far as me moving with him. Guys always come to live with me, right? So why, like, I've never ever, even to this day, except for that one time, have experienced a anxiety or a panic attack. I had it the night before I was going to his house. I literally was like, what is going on? What is wrong with me? Something ain't feeling right. I was like, not right. And never have had that feeling before. Okay, not before that time and not after, but that time. So let me tell y'all what happened. When I moved with him, it lasted for 4 days. And the reason is because when I moved there, like, he switched it up on me. He was on some like, oh, you need me. Like, I ain't have nowhere else to go. I ain't have any money. He treated me like some old bullshit. And I was like, what? Like, where is this from? Like, telling me when to turn on the heat and not to turn on the heat. washing clothes in the tub. Like, what? What is this? So one night, matter of fact, it was New Year's. It was New Year's, and this girl called him or whatever. Anyway, he was on the phone chilling with her like it wasn't nothing. And like I noticed the conversation, he wasn't acting like he was with anyone. And then she had asked him something about did he have sex, and I'm like, what's she asking you that for? And then he said he was hanging with a friend or something. I forget. Anyways, whatever his response was, it wasn't the right one. Okay, wasn't the right one. And of course I said something about it. He got a whole attitude with me. Oh, okay, we got attitudes now because you're wrong. And then it was like the next night we were having a discussion because I had to let him know like where I stood as far as like, bro, you're not going to disrespect me just because I'm living in here with you. So anyways, we in the conversation, I guess I struck a nerve, and I think I may have did a comparison. Maybe I shouldn't have said, compared him to another guy or whatever, or other relationships. And I think I struck a nerve and saying like, I ain't never been through this with anybody or whatever. And he was like, when you say things like that, it makes me want to hit you with this lamp. What? Wait a minute. What? Okay, listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now, what's not about to happen is anybody putting their hands on me. Because, yeah, I'm a fighter. I fight. I don't mind that if I have to. You know what I'm saying? I ain't starting no trouble with nobody, and I love people. But, yeah, don't put your hands on me. Don't even threaten me like that. So, I was like, oh, okay. And then I went right into, like, survival mode, like, on some war type shit. Scanning the apartment. And then, the kitchen and everything. Because I'm like, I don't know where this is about to go, And I was like, ain't nobody in here but me and him. I don't know if the neighbors can come in here and try to save either one of us. I don't know. All I'm saying is a flash came over my mind like, yo, it might be some bloodshed in here. And I was on some like, yeah, I wish you would. And we just had a stare down for a minute. It was crazy. Anyways, I felt extremely uncomfortable. So I slept on the couch that night. He came out talking about something, you ain't got to sleep on the couch, whatever. So anyways, I went back in the room and I was like in a fetus position on the edge of the bed, And when we got up, I ain't sleep good that night, but when we got up, he went on to work or whatever. I acted like everything was all good. Hey, as soon as that door closed when he left, I was on the phone calling the apartment complex. Like, yeah, I need an apartment, like, as soon as possible. Because I don't know what he was thinking, but, homegirl's making some money, so I did have money. I can move, right? Anyways, I ended up getting the apartment, but I had to wait for, like, 2 weeks. So I ended up moving with my friend. And, but I'm telling y'all, like that right there, straight up. And then even when I got married, when I made the decision to get married, it was like when he said he loved me, I was like, what? Because I got married within 3 months after we met. Yeah, it was like when he said it, it was I wasn't there. I was like, nah, we cool. Like I rocks with you, but you can't really say I love you. Not now. And but as a little time went on, just a little time, I was like, you know what? But he seemed like he would be a good partner, somebody good for me to grow with. We got along very well, And he did make me feel like he was a protector, all that. He was handy around the house, He was working, had his own transportation, all of that. I was like, okay, cool. But even then, it was like, made a decision. Now I won't say what I had been saying that I wish I didn't do that. I made a mistake, la 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 la. Okay, maybe so, but in that relationship, in that marriage, what I realized is that it brought me to well first it brought me back into dancing. So like very, very grateful for that. And also it pushed me along my spiritual journey. It started the push. I really do feel like it started the push. And like right after the divorce, I want to say like a month after the divorce, I started really seeking out like some answers to understand knowledge of self. So, the marriage wasn't all bad. It may not have been what I expected it to be in the moments we were together, but what I got from it, very beneficial. And so I'm just saying this to say, hey, look, we all got choices. Stop worrying about other people's feelings and what they gonna think and say about you. Fuck them, yo. I'm sorry, but like seriously, because people are out here, they're not even trying. They ain't even thinking about trying to understand who they are, having knowledge of self. Being on a higher vibration. They on some bull. And like, if you are that person that's trying to live your life in a better way, you trying to live on as your higher self, you know, knowing and understanding that yes, you are a product of God. You're a product of God. Do you know what that means? If you ain't out here being great, that's the choice you made. That's your choice. So don't be sitting there crying about what you can't do and can't afford and can't whatever. That's your choice. We all got choices. I don't give a damn. We all got choices. Yeah. And the choice I'm going with is me. All right. So yeah, I done kept y'all on here for 11 minutes and some change. So anyway, that's the message for today. I hope help someone out, pushes someone along the way, get you thinking a little bit. But yeah, make sure you make the right choice.